Good evening to all the Dharma Masters and Lotus friends. Namo Amituofo. Someone asked Master Jingzong the following question. Some people say that when choosing a Buddha image, you should select just one and stay devoted to it for life. Otherwise, when death comes, you might not even recognize Amitabha Buddha. Master Jingzong replied, that idea does hold some truth, especially in the Pure Land tradition, where Amitabha Buddha is the main focus of our faith and practice. There are really two levels to this choice. First, among all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, we should take Amitabha Buddha alone as the focus of our devotion. Second, since there are many artistic forms and styles of Amitabha images, we can choose the one that resonates most with us, the one we feel a personal connection to. Once we make the choice, it's best to stay with it. Staying with the same image helps cultivate a sense of familiarity and closeness with Amitabha. As for the worry that you might not recognize Amitabha Buddha at the moment of death, there's really no need to be concerned. That wouldn't be a problem. Simply put, there are 4 key points to understand. First, think of how we recognize our loved ones in photos, whether they are young or old, facing the camera or turned to the side, in one setting or another. We can still tell instantly that is them. The images may differ, but their nature doesn't change. In the same way, though there are countless artistic depictions of the Buddha, his true essence never changes, so there's no chance we could mistake him. Second, recognizing the Buddha isn't just a matter of eyesight or memory. It comes from our own Buddha nature, which naturally resonates with his, like matter drawn to a magnet. Because their natures are the same, they are naturally drawn to each other. Amitabha saves sentient beings through the power of his great vows, while we respond by reciting his name and aspiring for rebirth in his Pure Land. In this mutual response, his calling and our answering, a natural attraction arises, steady and unyielding, just like that pull between metal and magnet. Even someone who was born blind, having never seen an image of the Buddha, would still recognize Amitabha without fail. So there's truly no need to worry about not recognizing him. Third, when we sincerely follow the path of Amitabha recitation, reciting his name with a focused mind and aspiring for rebirth in his Pure Land, Amitabha is fully aware of us. He watches over us with compassion, offering protection and blessings. And when our final moment arrives, he will manifest before us, leaving no room for doubt about who he is. So again, there's really nothing to worry about. Fourth, according to Master Sandao's teachings on Pure Land Buddhism, acts such as bowing to Amitabha's image, praising him, or making offerings are considered supporting practices. But reciting Amitabha's name is the decisive practice, the karma of assurance, because it directly responds to Amitabha's vow. Images of the Buddha may differ in form, but the name Namo Amituofo Buddha that we recite never changes. That's why there's truly no cause for concern. Just like us, Amitabha has a name. Our appearance changes throughout life, but the name on our ID never does. In the same way, while Amitabha's images may differ in style and form, the name we recite, Namo Amituofo Buddha, is one and unchanging. Reciting Namo Amituofo Buddha is like entering the password that connects us directly with the Buddha. As long as we enter it correctly, the connection is instantly established. There's absolutely no problem. It's like calling a friend. As long as we dial the right number, we can reach them, no matter what they are wearing or where they are. Likewise, when we recite Amitabha's name, the particular image or form of the Buddha doesn't matter. This is one reason why reciting Amitabha's name is both easier and superior to visualizing his form. This above article is translated by the Pure Land School translation team and edited by householder Jing. In the above Q&A, Master Jingzong says that reciting the Buddha's name proves easier and superior than visualizing the Buddha in the last sentence. As long as we aspire to rebirth in Amitabha's Pure Land and recite the Buddha's name throughout our lives without deviations, we will certainly attain rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss. Beyond this, no other conditions or requirements are needed. Master Jingzong says, even someone who was born blind, having never seen an image of the Buddha, would still recognize Amitabha without fail. In the third volume of the Buddha name recitation eyewitness accounts from a Pure Land Buddhism publication, there is a real-life account of a blind person attains rebirth through Buddha name recitation. This account describes a lady named Jiang Miaoxing, who lived on Beihuashan Road in Guiyang City, Guizhou Province. She was born with disabilities, blind in both eyes, and endured much suffering and hardship throughout her life. In 1997, she took refuge in the Three Jewels. Her original wish was to focus on attaining complete health in her next life and freeing herself from the pain of disability. In 1999, she visited Longquan Temple to listen to the Dharma. There, she first learned about the land of ultimate bliss and about Amitabha Buddha, who with great compassion guides sentient beings out of the 6 realms of samsara and delivers them to his Pure Land, where they can quickly attain Buddhahood. After hearing the teaching, Miaoxing resolved to recite the Buddha's name and vowed to seek rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss. Every day, she focused exclusively on reciting Namo Amituofo Buddha during her morning and evening practices, and she also recited whenever the thought arose. From that time on, joy filled her heart, and she lived with peace and contentment. At the end of December 2002, Miaoxing began to feel dizzy and nauseated, with abdominal bloating and discomfort, so she entered the hospital for treatment. On the 31st, while using the restroom, a cerebral blood vessel ruptured and she immediately lost consciousness. Although doctors attempted emergency treatment, they could not reverse her condition. She remained unconscious, and her family followed her earlier instructions and brought her home. On the afternoon of New Year's Day in 2003, she suddenly regained consciousness and told her children, "The Buddha has come to receive me. I'm going to be reborn in the Pure Land." After speaking, she fell asleep again. At 12:10 a.m. on January 2nd, she passed away peacefully. The Longquan Temple Assisted Recitation Group conducted Buddha name recitation for 2 days and 2 nights without interruption. 8 hours after her passing, they changed her clothes. Her body remained very soft, her complexion fair with a healthy glow, her appearance dignified, as if she slept with a gentle smile. Although Miao Xing was blind from birth and illiterate, she deeply believed in Amitabha Buddha's deliverance, aspired to rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss, and practiced exclusive recitation. Amitabha Buddha honored his original vows and appeared to welcome her, bestowing compassionate support. Although she appeared outwardly unconscious, her consciousness remained subtle and focused. She recognized the Buddha and attained rebirth under his guidance. Auspicious signs appeared at the time of her passing, inspiring those present to deeply believe in Buddha name recitation and rebirth in the Pure Land. Those who recite the Buddha's name feel no fear at the moment of death because we deeply believe in Amitabha Buddha's deliverance, aspire to rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss, and single-mindedly recite Namo Amituofo Buddha from now until the end of life. Amitabha Buddha never abandons us. Many people worry that if they lose consciousness at death and cannot recite aloud, Amitabha Buddha will not come to deliver them. As the organs of the body gradually lose function, awareness becomes unclear. From the outside, it may appear that the eyes no longer see, the ears no longer hear, and the mouth no longer opens. In truth, the ears hear even more distinctly than usual, and the mind remains clear. Our mind continues to recite the Buddha's name as before. And when Amitabha Buddha arrives to welcome us, we recognize him clearly. Amitabha Buddha possesses great power, great supernatural ability, great wisdom, and great compassion. Whatever karmic obstacles we carry, and whatever form our final moments take, he knows them all. He follows us constantly, protects us, and delivers us without exception. Amitabha Buddha resembles a magnet, and we resemble iron. When their nature aligns, attraction occurs naturally. Through the power of his great vows, Amitabha Buddha embraces those who recite his name. When we aspire to rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss, the attraction works like magnetic force, and Amitabha Buddha naturally receives us. As for the form Amitabha Buddha appears in, it does not matter. We only need to wait quietly. When the time arrives, Amitabha Buddha will naturally come to deliver us. Our minds remain steady and at peace, filled with comfort, because Amitabha Buddha protects us and cares for us with his immeasurable light. As the Amitabha Sutra states, when death approaches, Amitabha Buddha and the sacred assembly will appear before that person. When death comes, that person will not be confused and will forthwith be reborn in Amitabha Buddha's land of bliss. This concludes my sharing for this evening. Namo Amituofo.